Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to the Stevie B Show. As always, I'm Stevie B. Well, it's been a long time. I hope all of you out there are safe and secure. This pandemic has been a nightmare. I know a lot of you. We're all praying for all the people in the hospital, and we sadly lost a lot of people in this pandemic with all. And this is the first time I've been back in the studio in over 3 months. I had guests planned and everything, but because of this virus, we weren't able to get the people done. But we're gonna do. This is gonna be like a scaled down version of this show right here. This is a look back. Now, I got to tell you this interesting thing. Last year, 2019. We went back, me, my friend Arthur DeLuca, and my friend Kristen Wolf, we went back to Boston Comic-Con Fan Expo at the South Boston Convention Center. And we were going to do the show about the 2019 convention, but as you know, actually what happened was I had guests come in, I had a couple of guests come in doing the show, and we were going to go right to it. But then the pandemic struck, and we weren't able to do the show. And so, since we were going to plan to go to Boston Comic-Con this year, which was August, but like everything else, everything has been canceled, so there was no Comic-Con this year. But since we never got to do the show about the 2019 convention, I decided to show you some of the footage that we shot. Now, my friend Arthur DeLuca was supposed to be here with me tonight, but due to unforeseen circumstances, he's unable to make it. Interesting story. He was going to come in a costume, and he was going to call himself Captain COVID. Yeah, I know, it sounds funny, but I mean, Arthur is taking care of some personal matters, so we wish him well. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show some clips from the 2019 convention. I had to be honest. I mean, this convention, I thought the 2018 convention was a lot better because, in the 2018 convention, I managed to interview Rob Paulson, the voice actor, as well as Maurice LaMarche. But unfortunately, for this Comic-Con, I was unable to do any interviews with any celebrities. I know it's a lot of red tape involved in that too. So I'm hoping we will be back for Comic-Con in 2021, provided it happens. And hopefully I'll get a better chance and do the show. But we did get some great footage of did a few interviews with cosplayers. And we also actually talked to one person there who actually builds Star Wars robots. You're going to see in the footage too. And also we got a chance to do a meeting with Tyler Hoechlin. Tyler Hoechlin plays Superman in the CW series Supergirl, and he is going to be having is going to be starring as Superman in his own show with Lois Lane. You're going to see that as well. So, like I said, this is a scaled down version of the Comic-Con which we did last year. So I want you to sit back. We're going to right now. We're going to look at. Going to talk to some interviews, some of the cosplay peers. As you can see, I'm wearing the shirt that I wore last year, so you'll see some of these costumes. I got to tell you, some of these costumes are outstanding. I think that was the highlight of this year. So I'm going to take a look at it. Okay, so sit back and enjoy these interviews with some of the famous cosplayers from Boston Comic-Con 2019. Hi everyone, Stevie B here. We're at 2019 Boston Fan Expo. I mean, we had a lot of fun last year. We decided to come again. So I got my friends Lenny, my friends Kristen and Arthur, Dr. Abies himself. We're going to talk to some cosplayers and hopefully we can get some interviews with a few celebrities. Okay, so come on, let's go check it out. Okay. Thanos, can we interview you? Okay. All right. Well, we're here at Boston Comic-Con and we have here the villain of the Marvel Universe, Thanos, and I see you have the Infinity Gauntlet, right? Now, this is an incredible costume. I mean, how long did it take for you to make it?
It took me 6 months to make.
6 months?
6 months, yes.
Now, what's it made out of?
It's made out of foam and just some fabric, and I sewed and glued stuff together basically, and a little bit of wire in there too.
Can you get a shot of the Infinity Gauntlet?
Sure. Look at that. Amazing.
So it must have taken a lot of time, 6 months to, so is Thanos like your favorite villain?
Oh, it definitely is now. Like I saw the movie, I remember I read the comics as a kid and I didn't like him, of course, but then I saw the movie Infinity War and I was like, oh, I kind of like the way they did him there. So it inspired me to make the costume. So I just worked on it in my spare time. It was fun.
It looks awesome. I mean, do you go to these conventions a lot?
This is my third one. Like I usually don't go to them too much, but like any opportunity to kind of dress up. I love Halloween, so like so I'll take it. I make silly costumes like in my spare time. So yeah.
Very impressive. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Look at this. Not much of a.
Like a dead fish.
Thank you very much. Okay, now here are two characters that I'm not quite familiar with. What is your character, man?
I am Count Lucio from the Arcana.
Count Lucio from the Arcana. And what are you?
And I am Faust from the Arcana.
You made these costumes yourself?
Yes, I did. It was a labor of love for over a year to get this done. It's all 3D printed.
Now, is this how long did it take for you to make that outfit?
A year. It was
a year?
3 months on the arm alone.
3 months? 3 months on the arm alone, wow. So, is this your first time here at the convention?
No, this is my 4th year, actually.
Wow, 4th year.
I've been coming here every year with my uncle for 4 years. This is my best friend.
Hi.
This is her first year.
Yeah, this is my first year here, and
Now, what's your character name again?
Faust.
Faust. Is he from the same show?
Yeah, it's from the same. Yes, it's from the same game.
Is it an anime? Is that what it is?
So it's a fantasy romance.
It's a dating game.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game on the App Store.
Oh. All right, I gotta try it out then. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the. Here's another cosplayer right here. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ben.
Ben, now what character are you?
I'm Venom Snake from Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
I have to be honest, some of these people, these costumes, some of the shows I've never heard of before. Can you tell me a little bit about the show?
This one's actually a video game. It came out a while ago. It's basically set in like I think it's the 70s. It's a character. He basically is the main character of like a private. He's like the leader of a private military, and he goes on different missions trying to get revenge, I guess, on this guy that bombed the last mother base because he rebuilt it after being thrown into a coma.
Yeah.
So this kind of just takes place, him trying to get revenge on.
Yeah. So you made this yourself, right? How long did it take you to make?
Quite a while. Like a lot of this stuff I actually just finished yesterday. So some of it, like the tape recorder, the pistol, I was doing some painting yesterday. But the most time-consuming piece is the actual like bionic arm, because that's what it is in the game. So it's just foam that I had to paint a lot and then put some clear coating over it, and it's just time-consuming, I guess.
So what's the name of the video game again?
Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
I think I might have heard of that. I think I might have heard of that. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, can I interview you?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep walking around.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No, sir, we got to keep walking around. A Hulkbuster, yeah. Hey. Now, I'm here right now with, I'm guessing you're the Wicked Witch of the West, right?
Yes, I am.
Good. Now, no, you're not Margaret Hamilton, though, right?
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm Indina Menzel. You never know. Depends on who has my copyright right now.
Yeah. So, what made you decide to come as the Witch of the West?
Well, I spur of the moment, I was kind of like, why not? No one ever really does. I've never seen somebody do the Witch of the West. Everyone always does Dorothy or whatever. So I'm like, I'm going to make some people happy and do the best character in the Wizard of Oz, which is the Wicked Witch of the West. I mean, she has her own musical now, so like, kind of is the best character, you know what I mean?
Didn't I think Idina Menzel played?
Yes, Idina Menzel played the original Elphaba on Broadway. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's a very nice costume. How long did it take for you to make it?
Well, it didn't. It took me about like 2 months in total. But I started it in April, and then I kind of like pumped it out. Like I did really good, and then I just stopped around May, and then I finished it in like early June. So it was about that time when I finished it. So yeah, it's about like 2 months collecting. Yeah.
Oh, I see. You have the
Cosplay Dad.
From that was from the movie Up.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, thank you very much. Everything else. I'm also here at Boston Comic Con with, I can't believe it, Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers. Rita, what are you doing here on Earth?
I was in the mood for Krispy Kreme.
You were in the mood for Krispy Kreme. Now, I gotta be honest, that is a great costume. How long did it take you to make it?
Too long. Too long. It took too long. I wanted this ready sooner, but it just took too long. Can't find the right labor.
So how is what's the man who took over for you? Lord Zed, is that what it is?
That's my husband.
Well, that's your husband now.
Well, that was the plan the whole time. Because if I can't beat him, I'll join him and then beat him that way.
That's an awesome costume. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the con.
I'm here with the one and only Hawk Girl, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Sarah, but Hawk Girl for short. You can find me Sarah Wood Cosplay on Instagram.
Oh, I can see you on Instagram.
Yes.
Now, how long did it take for you to make this one?
Oh, probably about 6 months, maybe. On and off. Like this was built probably a year ago. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
It's all out of foam and Warbler.
If you go walking at night, you have this in your hand to protect you from muggers and everything.
I could hurt someone for real. Yes.
Is this your first time here at Boston Comic Con?
No, I've been coming for about 6-7 years now.
6-7 years. Who are you most anxious to meet here at Boston Comic Con?
I don't know. I would love to meet the Boy Meets World cast. I love that show, but I'm mainly just here with my friends to enjoy it. I'm here all weekend, so.
Well, you did such a good job with it. Thank you very much. Enjoy the day.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, so I mean, I love the costumes. I mean, they work really hard on these costumes, and they totally put a lot of effort and time and money in them. And you know, they're just, I mean, some movie studios should hire these people to do the costumes for what they're able to do. Okay, now we're going to look at this Q&A session we had with Supergirl actor Tyler Hoechlin, who, like I said, is going to be starring in a new Superman TV show, which unfortunately was right now delayed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But he asked some questions, you know, about Supergirl and his upcoming show and many other things. So let's take a look. Here's Tyler Hoechlin, Superman himself.
We can get started now. Well, fans from Boston, how you doing? Good job. You guys are awake. Amazing. My name is Tanner. My first time in Boston. I'm actually from Canada. And Boston was on my bucket list to travel to. And I gotta say, you have not disappointed. Yeah. Food's amazing. People are very nice. Almost Canadian. I'm bumping into people. They're saying sorry before I have a chance to. So keep it up, guys. All right. Any Teen Wolf fans in the crowd? Supergirl? Hey? Well, we have the Man of Steel himself here. Make some noise for Tyler Hoechlin, everybody. How's it going, Boston? Good. Is this your first time in Boston, or? This is my third time in Boston. But I feel like until you spent 2 or 3 days in the city with nothing on your agenda, just to be there, you haven't been there yet. So I'm here, but I haven't been here. But, yeah. One day I'll keep it in here. Yeah. So let's get the big question out of the way first. The internet is very excited about something coming up called Crisis on Infinite Earths, and apparently you are making a little comeback. That's what I hear as well. I hear I'm going to be there. I haven't got my flight yet, but I've been told to keep those days is open.
That is very cool. And looking at the list of people that may or may not be involved in this, that's got to be a cool thing to be a part of something like this. Like it's an event at this point.
Yeah, a big event. I know nothing of the details yet, but obviously, I mean, just the name implies everything you kind of need to know. So it'll be a fun shoot. I'm excited about it. A lot of nights, I imagine. But we all keep each other in good spirits. So.
And another rumor, I don't know if this one's been confirmed or not. I can't even keep track of what's confirmed and what's not at this point. But Brandon Routh, former Superman, will also be a part of it. Now, going into your role as the character, did you and Brandon know each other? Did you guys talk? Did Superman pass on the knowledge to the next Superman?
Haven't had any of the passing of the knowledge or anything like that, but I did run into Brandon. I believe it was at Comic-Con in San Diego when they announced that I was going to play the character in the first place. So we haven't had too much time to actually hang yet, but I imagine that'll change very soon.
Before you took on the role, how do you prepare to play a character like this? It's an iconic character. Is it nerve-wracking? Like what's the process to kind of get into this role?
Weirdly enough, I really truly don't know why this is, but I actually felt more confident, I think, stepping into this role than most roles usually. And I don't know why. I think it's just because the way that it all kind of came to fruition was, having a meeting with Greg Berlanti and talking about the character. I actually went on the meeting, it wasn't specified what it was for. And about 45 minutes into just having a conversation, they brought up the fact that they were going to introduce the character on Supergirl and asked if that was something I'd be interested in talking about. I was like, sure, yeah, that sounds cool. So it was kind of, because it came up so casually and, without like too much build-up, I think, I was able to express what I found interesting about the character. And they seemed to agree with that, and so I think because of that, it was just one of those things where feeling that they felt confident in my idea of what that character, who he is, what he stands for, it just kind of gave me the confidence to step into it and go, look, if people like it, great. If they don't, great. That's not my job to make sure they like it. It's just my job to make sure I'm doing the best I can to bring out an honest portrayal of that character as we see it. So it was nice, and the show has done a great job, establishing the tone. So I felt like I really understood where he as a character fit in this world that they kind of created.
And I gotta ask, the costume, it looks like it would be maybe comfortable because it's got some stretch to it, but I mean, honestly, what was it? Let's be real.
It's not that bad.
It's not that
bad. It's not that bad. After like hour 8 or 9 in it, it starts to feel a little bit like a corset. So you gotta take a deep breath and actually get the rib cage to actually expand a little bit. But other than that, it's not too bad.
I think you did it well. I don't know if you also know this, but the internet has been talking about who should play Superman in the next film version that we will see, because that's kind of up in the air, I guess, right now. As of the search I literally did 5 minutes ago, you were the top of the list. Did you know that? To take on the role on the big screen.
That's very flattering. Very flattering. I appreciate the support. It's different than the first announcement. First time, who's this guy? What? Why? No. Please God, no. The support has been great. It's been very nice to receive the reception the characters had. So who knows? You never know what's going to happen in this crazy world.
I think it's more impressive that it went, that full circle of like, who, what, to like, we like him, to we're going to keep him.
It's been a nice transition, yeah. It's a different welcome now.
What's your favorite thing about playing Derek Hale and your least favorite?
Favorite thing about playing Derek? I like the stunts. The stunts were fun. I did gymnastics as a kid, so like the whole first season, my goal was to convince the producers that I could do my own stunts. So they would tell me where in the scene to go up to and then stop, and then I would just not stop, and then I'd do the stunt anyway, and be like, I'm already doing it, you might as well just film it. So eventually I worked my way into it season 2, and then about season 4 is when I went like, you know what, you can bring the stunt guy in. I don't necessarily want to do that that today, so I had a bit of an arc as well. But I love the stunts, that was a lot of fun. But like I said, the character arc was really great. I thought, where he started and where he ended up was really a long way to go. So to see that progress every season was really fun. I mean, every season they give me something really great and new to play with, which on a TV show is a blessing, because sometimes you get stuck in the same thing over and over again. And they were very kind to give me the things to play with every year.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay, in the Elseworlds crossover, were there any cast members that you really liked or really didn't like?
Let's get into that. You know what? I've been waiting to get this off my chest for a long time. Take a seat. This is going to take a minute. No, everybody's so much fun up there. Honestly, this last crossover was probably one of the most pure fun experiences I've had shooting in a long time. Being with the Flash and with Arrow and Supergirl, it was really cool. And honestly, those guys are they're great leads of their shows. It's because they're really good people. So I'm very excited to get back up there and do it again, and hopefully I think for a longer period this time. So
yeah, thank you.
What a nice guy. I mean, he was really, it was really fun to listen to him and talk about upcoming projects and everything like that. So we have one more interview that we're going to do. This one's, like I said, I forget the man's name. I swear to God, I feel bad about it. But you should see the robots he builds. I mean, he has these Star Wars robots, like BB-8, R2-D2, that he actually builds. And from what I understand, he actually donates these robots to charity, to children's hospitals and everything. So you got to check this interview out. So take a look at this amazing Star Wars robot guy.
I'm here with one of the exhibitors here at Comic-Con. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Dave.
Dave, now, we're just looking at, I'm in complete amazement. You created all these robots, is that true?
I created one of these robots, and the one I created was BB-8.
BB-8, and now, I mean, how long did it take you to make that?
Well, you're probably looking at about 1.5 years to develop, and then another 1.5 years to, just work it out. And then once you put it together, it's just a lot of testing phases from there. So fortunately, I've had this finished droid now for about 1.5 years running, and he's doing really well.
Now, were these droids ever used in any of the Star Wars movies?
Typically, for the new movies, they actually do use builders droids, because the builders actually do a fantastic job of displaying their droids. So, but these particular droids here today weren't in any movies, but they do emulate those two as well. So that's a great question. We do have builders droids actually inside the new Star Wars movies. Yeah.
Can you give us an example of BB-8? Arthur, take a look at.
With the head gimbal, that you can move his head around and articulate it in any direction. He can also drive forward and backwards, so I can drive him forwards, and then I can drive him backwards as well, and then I can articulate with the crowd, so you can make it really personable when it comes to characterization. So that's what brings this droid to life more, is you can interact with kids or adults, so everybody can have their moment.
The amazing thing to me is that how his head stays on, especially when it's rolling like that.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about that.
Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. So there's actually a magnetic coupling that's from the inside of the frame to his head. And what it is basically it follows what it's doing. So when I move the arm on the inside of the body, the head's just really following that magnetic coupling. And then it gives the illusion of it floating. And we just control that distance of magnetism. And that way we have the illusion, or the movie magic, we like to say.
I can tell a lot of kids like to be around BB-8.
Absolutely, and with the new movies, it's basically their version of R2. It's where they can connect with and really have that passion of a character that this generation can have.
Yeah, that's incredible. So, what do you think of the upcoming Rise of Skywalker? Do you think it's going to... Do you think they'll use one of these droids, or
I think for your R2, you're going to see a couple of builders droids maybe. When it comes to BB-8, they really have that locked down on their side of it. So the fans droids, you're only going to see them at cons or some specialized events. But we're excited to see the new movie once it comes out for sure.
Okay, I just want to ask you one more question. If you don't like the question, well, I'll cut it out. Okay. Now, these are droids? I mean, Disney owns the copyright. Did you ever get in trouble with Disney or anything? Did you have permission from them?
So we have permission to emulate the outside or the details. They do own that intellectual property, and the way we handle it is we don't make any droids for sale. We're all builders that make everything from scratch. So the goal is when we make a droid, we're out there to raise awareness and also to inspire.
Well, that's incredible. So I've heard some of these, they go to like children's hospitals and do charity work. Is that true?
Absolutely. We partner with the 501st as well. So we're out there to raise money. We go to hospitals. You know, we just want to bring people's spirits up and spread the word of education, you know.
What's your name? David? David, I want to thank you so much. You've been really great.
That guy is incredible. I mean, unbelievable how he does this, you know. And the BB-8, I mean, he made that. He's like he stole the prop from the Star Wars movies himself. That's so good. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at some pictures. My friend Kristen, who thankfully is safe from the pandemic, she took a lot of pictures. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at these pictures, just like we did last year. And I'm going to do a little commentary with the pictures and from all the things, all the people we interviewed and everything. So let's take a look at that right now. Okay, here's Ursula from The Little Mermaid. That's a very nice one. Oh, this is Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home. That's a good one. Here's the Star Wars crew playing that game from the original Star Wars movie. And here we have the Doctor Who's box. A female version of Thor. And Kristen took some good pictures. I mean, Dragon Ball Z. Look at a couple here dressed as characters of that. And this is part of the Doctor Who inside the box. I mean, it's amazing how everything fits in that box. Rita Repulsa, who I interviewed, is one of the many princesses. I'm not sure which one this one is. And 2 Wonder Women. I mean, a lot of these people, they really do good in their costumes. Here's Thanos, which we talked to earlier today. Man, it took them 6 months for that. And this is the original Flash, not the Barry Allen version, but the... And here is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Deadpool and Spider-Man in a very seductive pose. Tyler Hoechlin, who, is Superman. And this is the original guitar from Back to the Future. The same guitar Marty McFly actually played. And that's the inside of the DeLorean. This is Rapunzel from Tangled. It's a nice one. And Captain America. Saw a lot of Captain Americas today. Now, I'm thinking this is someone from the movie 300. I have no idea who this one is. I mean, he's obviously a character from a TV show. I'm not sure. And look at this Bumblebee costume. Oh, my God. That is impressive. And that's going to be Green Arrow. Very nice. I think this is Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. I may be. Now, this is a very nice Iron Man costume this man did. Doctor Strange, who Master of the Mystic Arts. And this is from the film Moana. You know, I have that song You're Welcome stuck in my head because of that. And there's Loki. You did a good job on that. Another Captain America. And here is a princess, and she has a Starbucks coffee in her hand. I didn't know they had Starbucks back then. And here is Boba Fett. I think it's from the show The Mandalorian. And there's my friend Kristen. And there you have the picture. Thanks a lot, Kristen. Well, that was great. So, like I said, I want to thank Arthur DeLuca and Kristen Wolf for helping me. And also, I also want to thank Lenny Scaletta, who was my cameraman, who... gave us time to do the convention with me and Arthur and Kristen. So, Lenny, thank you so much. I hope you're safe. And one thing before I go, like I said, this was a very scaled-down version. We had so many big plans for it, but because of this pandemic, things didn't turn out the way they did. I just want to let everybody know to please be safe out there. Hopefully, when we come back on the air next time, things will be better. And please wear a mask. I can't stress this enough. Wear a mask. Stay 6 feet apart, and be safe out there. Okay? I love you all. So that's it for the Stevie B Show. Until next time, be safe, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.